Uttaran. Habibur felt his authority was being challenged.
Initially, when your wife went out of the house and joined an Uttaran group, how did you feel?
I was angry.
Did you put up resistance?
Yes.
What kind of resistance?
I said that you can't do that. If you do that, it will go against our religion.
Then what did you do?
Let's forget about it.
We told our husbands, look, if we're going to end up in hell, what about the daughters of rich families who go to colleges and have jobs in offices? If they don't end up in hell, how come we're going to end up there? We go outside of our homes to work because we have hunger pains in our stomachs. After many arguments and fights, they eventually stopped objecting.
Resistance to Uttaran led staff to come up with a breakthrough concept in women's development. Get men involved, break down their resistance by including them in the programs. This unique approach has been a key to Uttaran's success.
We joined Uttaran and they gave us training. We learned many things, including that we didn't have to give up our religion.
Uttaran encourages men and women to form small groups through which they have access to an integrated program of loans and training. The loans help people improve their standard of living and serve as an important incentive for participation, especially for men.
A staff person from Uttaran came to me and suggested that I join a group. He said, if you join a group, you won't have to go to the bank to take out a loan. If you take a loan from Uttaran, you won't have to pay bribes or high interest. With that loan, you can start your own business and run your own household. With the loan from Uttaran, my group started a fish farm. We dug the pond and Uttaran trained us in fish farming. Now we can each catch 2 kilos of fish from our own pond. We can share them among ourselves to eat or sell them. It's a different situation now. The amount of work has increased a lot compared to the past. I'm in business for myself and have some new land. I have mortgages. The workload has increased 4 times, but the suffering has decreased. The main thing is food. Without food, one cannot work hard.
Uttaran functions like a bank, offering small loans, averaging $50 per person, for group projects or individual needs. Both group and individual loans must be approved and guaranteed by all group members. If a person falls behind in their debt repayments, the other members are held responsible. Uttaran has received 93% repayment on its loans. For women, the loans provide a rare opportunity in Bangladesh for ownership. Ownership allows them independence and increases their decision-making role within the family and community.
Normally, men are the owners, but now we own a rice mill. We are in charge of the whole process of buying, boiling, drying, husking, and selling the rice. Rich women from the village come to us and say, "You've done good work. We may be wealthy, but we don't have any rights. We're not allowed to leave our homes." We tell them, "Look, you may have several dresses to wear, and we may have only one, but we're at peace. We leave our homes. We can go to town. You can't do that. We're learning a lot of things." They feel very sad. If women like us come to us, we say, "Look, we're saving money on a weekly basis. You don't even have 1 taka. Be like us. Get a group together, share your problems, start your own savings accounts." The fact that women own a rice mill has changed the community. It has brought glory for women. Throughout the region, it is known and talked about that in a certain place there is a mill, a women's mill.
আমাদের মতন দেশে বাড়ির বাইরে তার কাজের যে In a country like ours, for a woman to come outside the house to work is a revolutionary change. It's not that they never come out, but when they do, they come holding the hand of a man, or they take a small boy along. From this point of view, for women to come out to work independently is a huge change.
To help group members cope with the fears and conflicts associated with these changes, Uttaran provides training programs. They cover basic needs such as literacy and health care, and also discuss the benefits of equality.
Sir, can you summarize what we have just discussed?
We have learned that men and women should take equal responsibility for raising the children.
In Bangladesh, for men and women to sit side by side and discuss their views is an accomplishment in and of itself. But Uttaran's work to improve the status of women is condemned by those who believe that it violates cultural and religious traditions. The controversy has led to social tension and sometimes to violence. Shadona, an Uttaran staff member, was publicly stripped and beaten in an attempt to drive her out of the community. Opponents spread rumors, including the false claim that Uttaran requires a person to reject their religious beliefs. Uttaran encourages people to participate in open debates.
Women should not be allowed to go out alone in public.
How will I survive? My husband has complete control over the money and does whatever he wants with it.
If we work to change the society and educate ourselves, then we can move on. What can be wrong with my wife going outside the house to help support the family?
Discussions like these and experiences like those of Habibur and Bahanur reverberate throughout many areas of the Shatkhira district. More than 11,000 men and women have formed 440 groups. In the nearby village of Pankori, a women's group received a loan from Uttaran to start a roof tile factory. Shukjan, the group leader, is a widow. In Bangladesh, as in many societies around the world, widows are virtual non-entities. Widowhood carries a strong stigma, and remarriage is rare. Widows are often sexually abused.
If you are a widow, men take advantage of you. They tell you to come and stay with them, to have affairs with them, and they offer money and food in return.
After her husband died, wealthy men often harassed her with their propositions. One of them raped her, and she was afraid to report it. After joining a women's group, she was given training, and we tried to make her aware of her rights. It is then that she denounced her rapist.
Shukjan pressed charges against her assailant, who was convicted and sent to prison.
Because of Shukjan's actions, there was a movement throughout our area. There was a revolutionary change. Many poor people stood up and fought for their rights.
I will not remain silent anymore. Whatever happens, I will bring it out into the open. Once I was left for dead. If I had died, you wouldn't have known any of this.